How do I feel about what?
The vandalism of the college golf course.
We have a golf course?
Uh, yeah.
What? Where? Like, why?
It's beside the soccer fields.
And people, like, use it? Like it's a full golf course?
Oh, no, it's just 3 holes.
Oh, I mean, I don't really care about that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, but the vandalism was like a couple $1,000s worth of damage to college property, and it's going to take a couple months to grow back.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, that feels pretty disrespectful, I guess.
Sweet. Yeah, all right. I think we're done then.
Awesome. Great. Thanks.
Oh, sorry, can I get that up?
Oh. Yeah, sure. Hey, sweet man. Yeah, if you ever need anything else, just let me know.
All right, yeah, we'll do.
Cool.
Goshen College, a private Christian liberal arts college with a population of just under 1,000 students. Goshen is an intimate community where everyone knows each other and is known. Everyone. The tranquil town seems an idyllic Midwestern community, not the kind of place crimes happen. At least, not until now. Sometime during the night of September 7th, some person or group of persons vandalized Goshen College's prestigious High-Line 3-hole golf course with inappropriate images hacked into the green.
Ah, yes, the High Line Golf Course. We used to just call it the High. It was one of my favorite spots back in the day.
The High, very fun place. Great date spot, you know, day or night.
I used to go there late at night just to whack some balls around, to relax. I'd pull my donations from the college if they got rid of it.
You know, almost 40 years ago, my husband proposed to me on the High, right after I got a birdie on hole 2. It was beautiful standing up on that hill. You could see almost all of campus.
What do you mean? They vandalized it with
Ah, I do miss him so. You know, I have a picture of him. This is us on our honeymoon.
Young man, I will pull my scholarship away from you in a minute if you're pulling my leg.
We went back to that same spot every year. I wish he was here with me again, just to swing the old stick one more time at the High.
This heinous crime had rocked not only the local, but the entire National Goshen College community to its core. So what would the administration do to put their students and alumni at rest? To find out, I sat down with Goshen's provost, Kevin Warren.
What is this all for again?
I'm investigating the vandalism.
Please don't call it that.
Sorry.
I'm afraid I don't have much time to talk. Let's make this quick.
Why isn't the administration launching an investigation into this?
We have already. It's a private investigation. Didn't want to make a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh, well, did you catch the vandal?
Ben, I said it was a private investigation. We've handled things internally.
Will you be releasing a statement to the students or alumni network?
Why would... Who have you been talking to? Have you been talking to alumni?
I've only interviewed 2 alumni already.
I have to go. I've already taken care of everything. This is a waste of your time.
If the administration wouldn't help me, I would find the source myself. It was then I reached out to the head of campus security, a legendary phantom known only by the moniker The Bear. Hi, hello. I'm investigating the recent crime on campus. I need to talk to, The Bear?
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Where did you get this number?
Provost Kevin gave it to me. I'm assisting him in the investigation.
Come to at 9 o'clock tonight. Knock 4 times.
Alright, sorry. What should I call you?
Bear.
Alright, Bear. So as I'm sure you know, someone last Saturday night was digging up the golf course.
How do you know about that?
The vandalism was pretty noticeable.
Oh, right, the vandalism. I'm aware of it. Not much on campus gets past my knowledge.
Would we be able to see footage of the golf course from Saturday night then?
We don't have any footage of the golf course on Saturday. We don't have any cameras out there.
Okay. Do you have footage on the kinesiology building or the athletics storage sheds?
Nope, we don't have cameras there either.
Well, I know there's a camera on the parking lot by the athletic complex. Could I look at that?
You said Kevin sent you?
Yeah.
Alright, come with me. Leave the camera here. Keep the footage in my office. You're not allowed to record anything. And yep, here's the parking lot footage from Saturday night. You can just scrub forward through the video, but I don't think you're gonna find anything.
Is this how you've been examining the case?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here. You know how I got the nickname Bear? I use unconventional methods, and I get results. You know much about bears? They're not usually aggressive animals unless they're provoked. They're not very subtle creatures, and they actually have pretty vision. But you know what bears do have? A great sense of smell. Those beasts can smell a limping fox from 30 miles away. So don't question my methods. While you're looking to do that, I need to make a quick call. I'll be right back. Till later.
President Quinn. What the fuck?
You need to leave. Now. Provost Kevin will be with you shortly.
It was becoming clear that I had stumbled on something much bigger and more sinister than I realized. So why did the campus community seem to be ignoring this crime?
The golf team? F the golf team. They're student athletes, right? Wait, golf's a sport, right? Wait, no, I think it is. So that makes them student athletes, so yeah, them, really.
Yeah, I mean, I love sports. Like, I love watching soccer. I mean, football, you know, as it were. Yeah, so I love going to games and stuff. Yeah, as far as the athletes, not a fan.
So, anyways, I'm walking to class, and I mean, okay, I was actually already like in the class at this time, but I mean, I was walking to class. It doesn't. I was in the classroom, and so I am like in the class, and it's this film class, and it's a really, really good class because I really like film a lot, and also the professor, Professor Sellers, is just a really, really nice guy, and he's a great professor, especially for this film class, because he's like super knowledgeable and a really cool guy, and like he has done some stuff with films before, so anyways, he really knows a lot about film, and so that means he's a really, really good professor for this film class, and also he's just a great professor. Anyways, it's a great class, and so I'm in this class, or going to class, and so these baseball guys walk into this class. And I'm not sure really why these baseball guys are taking this film class because they're not film guys, they're baseball guys. This class wasn't necessarily the hardest class per se, which is probably why the baseball guys were taking it, because baseball guys don't necessarily like taking hard classes per se. These baseball guys come and they look at my shoes. And these shoes were really neat shoes. And I just got my shoes this last weekend because this last weekend I went home to my house and I live in this kind of like smallish city. So there's not really much to do with the cities. And so I went with my mom to the mall in the city. I went to a Nike store and like, you know, they have really, really cool shoes at the Nike store. And so anyways, I'm not really much of a shoe guy, but my mom really likes shoes. So she's actually why I was in the Nike store. So I'm in the Nike store with my mom, and she says, hey, look at these really cool shoes. Aren't these shoes cool? And I said, yes, Mom, these shoes are really, really cool. And my mom said, do you like these shoes? And I said, yeah, Mom, I do like these shoes. They're really cool. So my mom asked me whether or not I wanted to like get the shoes. And I said, sure, I'd like to get the shoes, but I'm not sure if I could pay for them. My mom said, you know, your birthday's coming up really soon. How about I get you some shoes for your birthday and we can get you these shoes? And I said, sweet, that'd be amazing. Thanks, Mom, I love you. My mom got me these shoes, and they're like really, really cool shoes. And I mean, I'm not much of a shoe guy myself, but these shoes were pretty sweet, and if I do say so. And I do say so. They were pretty cool shoes. And these baseball guys who really aren't film majors and shouldn't be in the class anyways come in, and they look at my shoes and said, hey, nice shoes. I was like, what was that even mean? Like, that super condescending tone, they're just incredibly rude to me, and like, these were really cool shoes that I got for my birthday for my mother, who I don't get to see very often, even though she does live kind of close by. But anyways, I love her a lot. But I had these really cool shoes, and I had them, and I started the week, like, here. And then he goes and gives us nice shoes. And I went from here to, like, there, immediately.
So, that's why
I hate the baseball team.
Oh, yeah, they f***ing hate us, Steve. Jesus.
Yeah, for real. Like, I don't understand.
But, like, why is that?
I don't know. Do they just think, like, that they're better than us?
How the f*** do they think that?
I don't know.
There's like a lot of bad blood between us, but I try to cross the lines. Like I try to have some friends that are student athletes and who aren't student athletes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're bad people at all. I mean, I think that's kind of an unfair bias to have. And honestly, I can be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. But there are definitely some very weird people in that group.
There's actually this girl I've been seeing recently, like pretty secretly. Some Romeo and Juliet type shit, you know. I think she's like an art major or something like that. Her name's Sharada.
Yeah, there's this one dude, I think, and his name is Jacob. I'm not really sure what his name is, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what his aim is.
I mean, like, I say date, but I don't know that we've actually talked yet. I see her at dining like halls, and I see her in the hallway, you know. So we're pretty close.
Yeah, so it's funny because I've never talked to him before. And every time that I see him, he does this weird like butterfly motion, and I don't know what it means, and I've never like talked to him, so maybe he thinks that I'm someone else, I don't know. But it's always like super uncomfortable because I never know if it's actually directed at me or what he's trying to do. So it's an odd situation.
You know, when I see her, I do this like butterfly with my hands. It's like kind of our thing. I mean, whenever I do it, she like gives me this like really deep, meaningful stare. Like I think she gets it. I think she gets the token of my love that I'm giving her. I think she gets it.
Yeah, I mean, I usually just like look at him in a very confused way. I'm just kind of like, what the f*** are you doing? Like, what is happening? It's very uncomfortable.
I think I'm gonna marry her, man.
It's not like we want everyone to hate us. It's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna hang out with someone who's not a student athlete.
The people I want to be friends with who are these student athletes, and those are my people, and frankly, just cooler people.
So you guys then are pretty big supporters of all the other athletic teams on campus?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's a camaraderie between student athletes on campus, so it's nice to go to games and support other teams.
So does that include like the golf team as well?
I wouldn't say so. Are they an official sport?
Yeah, I didn't necessarily know we had a golf team. I thought that was like maybe a club team, which I wouldn't consider part of, you know, Goshen College athletics, and especially because it's golf.
It's a sport, just swinging a stick.
Yeah.
With the whole student body divided, there were too many people with possible motives. But were any strong enough to commit such a crime? Then, in a stroke of luck, help arrived. An eyewitness testimony that could break this case open.
hear you're filming a documentary on the vandalism at the golf course.
Yeah.
Well, I was there that night, and I know who did it.
Well, who did?
We gotta go inside. Can we go inside? Talk about it?
Yes.
Some more safe, secret.
Sure.
What?
Let's go.
Okay. I was at the soccer fields late at night.
Hey,
and
can you guys be quiet in the library?
yeah, sorry. Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Okay, so Saturday night, like I said, I was at the soccer fields.
Come on. I'm trying to get work done here.
Sorry,
What do you need a
just-
camera in here for? It's a library.
No, sorry.
People are doing work.
Sorry, we'll just-
Yeah, we go.
Hey, guys, you can't go in there. First of all, you can't go in there at all. Second of all, I've heard some noise complaints, so you're gonna have to leave.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah.
that's okay.
Who did it? I can't tell you in such a public place. Come back to my dorm room later. My dorm room, yes, it's alright.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Here we are, 14. Welcome to my room. You know, it's not much. I don't have a roommate, but I spread out. I take advantage of my space. It's a nice space. A lot of people come through here, you know. Get people hanging out here a lot. Over here, there's my closet. Over here, you know, I've got the mini fridge and the microwave. It's a lot of fun to just
Ian.
like.
Who was it, man?
Ooh, yeah, okay, fine. It was Haley Fry.
Haley Fry?
Yeah, it was Haley Fry.
You're sure?
Mm-hmm. Certain.
How do you know?
Well, there was Saturday night. There was a party. I didn't go, but I was walking around on the soccer fields, and I saw Haley Fry walking, holding hands with Quinn.
With Quinn?
Quinn.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's...
They were holding hands, and I saw them do it. Saw them
You saw them
vandalize.
do it?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then I ran back here quick.
Dude, that's huge. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
I think I figured out who did the vandalism that I've been researching.
Why do you have cameras and stuff everywhere? We're
Well-
doing our English project.
I needed to can I interview you about it quick? I just had a few questions.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You tricked me into coming here?
I just need to ask a few questions about it.
Whatever, you owe me.
Okay, do you know anything about the vandalism?
No.
Alright. Where were you the Saturday night that the vandalism happened?
I was at a party.
There was a party that night?
Yeah.
Okay. Who were you with?
I was with my roommates, and I was also with my boyfriend.
Okay. And did you go anywhere afterwards?
No. I just went home.
You didn't go anywhere else?
No.
I have a witness who says they saw you out at the athletic fields with someone else Saturday night.
You have a witness? Yeah, dude, I was at home. Good luck with that.
Ian? Can you tell us what you saw, Ian?
I saw you there Saturday night.
Him? Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw
you
there.
saw me
Yeah,
there?
you were there. I saw you with somebody.
Really? With who?
You were with Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
She was with Quinn.
You want to know why he's saying this stuff? Because he asked me out the other day, and I have a boyfriend. Yeah, you have nothing to say now, do you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm done with this, Ben. Thanks for bringing me here.
Is that what this was about, dude?
No.
A week into my investigation, news had begun to spread around campus. Students were no longer willing to be interviewed. I left class one day to find my bike stolen. The next day, my car's window had been smashed. It could only mean one thing. I was on the right track, but I needed to take precautions for my safety.
So my name is Olivia Smecker. I am a sophomore computer science major with a art minor. That's new. I like to draw, but
Awesome.
computer science.
And as a kind of tech student, how will you be able to help me in this investigation?
Well, first of all, I'm just really glad to be a part of it. This is my first big tech thing. But I think that my biggest job is that basically we're just gonna pull a bunch of different infographical and pictorial data to create a false persona, but everyone else won't know it's false. Just you and I. I wasn't supposed to say that. Anyway, we're just gonna pull all that together to create this thing that people will trust, and then they can just feel like this is a real person, and hopefully we're gonna find some witnesses who have seen the crime at hand, and they'll tell the fake person about it, not knowing that it's you and I. Oops. And then well, yeah, we're just gonna do that, and then we're really just gonna solve the crime at hand.
Olivia and I constructed a false persona that existed online to communicate with students to help maintain my anonymity as the investigation continued.
So, if you were to try to find a clean sample, would that be possible here? How would you go about that, and what could we find from that?
Well, theoretically, if we had the appropriate equipment, the appropriate sampling tools, sterile collection devices, it might be possible. But this is just a mess. This is ridiculous. I can't sample anything here. Is that blood?
So, if you were trying to investigate this crime or figure out who did it, how would you go about that?
I don't know, ask the golfers who did it. I don't know who's out there. Maybe it was gophers, groundhogs maybe. I don't know if you've seen the movie with Bill Murray. Maybe Bill Murray did it. I really don't know, Ben, what you're looking for.
If I were to have collected a DNA sample from the crime scene, would we be able to run some sort of tests on that, or what kind of information about the perpetrator's identity would you be able to collect from that?
Yeah, DNA evidence. You could take that and an envelope and probably submit that to 23andMe or one of those places that looks, and then they could do like a whole nationwide scan, get the whole FBI, CIA, NASA involved in trying to figure out whose that is, and that, yeah, I think that they wouldn't be very excited about doing that though. Yeah, but even if the campus did send it off and the CIA called me and told me who did it, it's campus policy. I wouldn't be able to tell you who did that.
While the campus's science department was unable or unwilling to help me, I still had eyewitness evidence to pursue.
Let's head there. Down here?
Yeah, the last room on the right down there.
Ready?
Sure.
What are you doing here?
I just came to apologize. I'm sorry about bringing Ian earlier. I didn't realize what was up there.
You should be sorry.
But I've still verified that you were out at the golf courses that night.
Verified? I've told you 1,000,000 times. I was at home.
Bernard, can you come in here?
Yep.
Can you just take a seat over there?
Sure.
Thanks.
I think you should probably sit down.
So, Bernard, where were you that Saturday night?
Well, I was at the party for a while, and then I wanted to see where my girlfriend was, so I went to your house and was waiting at your house for quite a while. I think it was about 2 a.m. by the time you showed up.
No, I was there with you. I might have shown up a little bit later than you, but it was not that late.
I remember looking at the clock.
Well, I was there with you.
What are you talking about?
I'm really sorry, Haley, but everyone agrees that you weren't there. And look, we know you were with Quinn, and it's not your fault. I understand that he's the one who came up with the idea. He's pulling a lot of pranks and stuff like that. So I just want you to call him, and if we can verify that it's him, you're off the hook. Can you talk to him?
Hi, Quinn.
Can you put it on speakerphone? Thanks.
Hi, Quinn. It's Haley. Remember last Saturday night?
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah, but you didn't tell anyone though, right?
No, of course not. I'm not stupid. You didn't.
And just to be clear, what we did was your idea, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so, but like, you wanted
And like,
to, right?
it was wrong what we did, okay? And I don't think we can do it again.
Okay, like it's whatever, but you know you can hit me up if you ever
Okay,
want to
thanks.
again.
Bye. That's enough, right?
He didn't
told
say it,
you
though.
that it was his idea, so that clearly means he did it.
I mean,
Here. Not calling him back.
Ben, I think it's time for you to go. We need to talk.
Okay.
Thank you. So where were you that night?
I told you.
Oh, the vandalism? No, we just made out. It was dope.
All of my previous leads had fallen apart, but Olivia told me she was making good progress with our fake persona.
I think they needed a little bit more.
Hey, Olivia. Hey, Olivia.
Hi, Ben.
Hi,
This is Corey.
Corey.
Hi, I'm
Yes.
Corey.
Yes, it is.
Who's this?
Corey. What is Corey
Okay.
doing here?
It's fine. This is can you just like excuse me for just a minute?
no
I just have to
problem.
go talk to
Yeah.
Ben, who is my friend. What are you doing here?
What is going on?
Can you? I found
Like,
Corey.
no,
She's
I never
really cool.
found Corey. Why did you bring her here? Like, she can't. Like,
Because she's a real person.
we can't have the real one around if we have the fake one. You
Why
can't be
not?
getting like involved like that.
It's too late for that.
Like,
I'm
it's
already
too
involved.
late for that. Oh my god. Does she know about any of it?
Well, no, she doesn't have to. We just like.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, how did you and Olivia meet?
She DM'd me on Instagram to do a meetup, and I said yeah.
Because you're an influencer, yeah.
Yeah, right. That's something I do.
So she hasn't told you anything else about the investigation we're doing around campus? Okay, well, like, you know, if you could just kind of try to not be seen around campus much or anything. I don't know what the two of you are getting into or doing here or anything. It's just that for the investigation, we created kind of a fake persona using some of your Instagram pictures. So that would just be like.
I'll stay out of the
if
way.
you could,
Oh,
like-
no, I'll DM you! Oh, God.
First of all, let me say thank you. If you're watching this, I thought it was important to address. I know people will be upset about this. A lot of people will be. I've lost friends and a lot of personal resources, and I've lost a lot doing this, and I have spent so much of my time and put so much of myself into trying to figure this out. And I've had people reach out and ask to not be put in and have themselves removed, and I've tried to respect that where I could, but I think as a journalist, it's important to create as accurate a picture I can and give as much information I can. So some of it is in there, and I think that's more important to have that information out there, because I need help. I'm nowhere. I am no farther than where I started, and I can't stop. I have all I have left are about $100, and I would give that $100 to anyone who could tell me the answer, who could figure this out, who could tell me you did this stupid thing. I would give it all to anyone who could do that. And so I just thought it was important to address why I thought it was necessary to still release the film, and sorry.